24K, what's up, brother? Is my mic working? I hope so. I don't think my mic is working. 24K, what's up, brother? Oh, it is working. Good shit. Jess says that home shiny as fuck today. I know, right? It's a little oily. Froggy, what's up, Froggy? My favorite brother, gang. So we're gonna do this for a couple hours tonight because I've been busy all day working on the house, getting shit nice and pretty. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I can't get this fucking computer to do what my phone's doing. It's pissing me off. I want to go the computer route and see if it changes anything, but it's not working. I don't know what to do. Stupid computer. Stupid. I fucking hate technology. I'm not gonna lie. Technology pisses me off. Like, this thing won't work. Stupid. Well, what's going on, everybody? Why don't you tell me what's going on? Oh, wait. Hold on. Now it's gonna work. Now it wants to work. Fuck. I feel like I should just run a new one. But I'm lazy. Can we partner and do a fundraiser? Jess, of course. I just don't know how that shit works. I don't know how that works. I mean, you could, I guess, propose how to do that. I wouldn't know how the fate is clear where to start. Meta Cartoon says, Pete, you look like you're gonna tell me why E equals MC squared. What? Is it the shiny head? What's up with the computer? I don't know. It's OBS is just pissing me off. Like, really. My brother from another family. The Oriental family. Yeah, I don't know. This, when I do it on the phone, it kind of like pisses me off. But when I do it on here, I don't know. It has widescreen, it's 4K, but it's just not working. And then this thing says I have 0 people in here right now. So there's 0 people in the room. That's not possible. I'll get with you on Discord sometime tomorrow and we can work it out. Yeah, let me know how I don't know how that works. Just let me know. Nico says, Hola. I love you, Nico. Why? Because my son's name is Nico. So that's pretty badass. So like and subscribe, brother. Or sister. No, it's a brother. Like and subscribe anyways. Because my son's name is Nico. 3 Fightings here. She says, gang. Just remember, y'all, like the stream, please. And please subscribe. We try to get to 10K. We're almost there. Under 700 now. No, 800. It's under 800 more. It's not a lot. Meta says there are 13 people. I know. It still says there, let's see. It still says there's 0 people in here. At least on this stupid thing. But on this one it says 21. So we'll see. Eolix says Olas Benuchos. That means hello. Well, hello. And welcome, my fellow Spanish compadre. Tim, what's up, Tim? My main man. Hola, Carbon. Says Meta. Tim says, sup, peeps? John Connor says, Adam War 2023. Jesus versus Allah. Holy shit, would that be a fight? Anyways, like and subscribe. Pop out rock on bars. What's up, brother? What is going on tonight? Not much. But you guys subscribing to Pistol Pete Worldwide and Pop Out Rock Out Bars. That's the man. David says, I just woke up from a 4-hour nap and had the most effed up dream. Did we divorce? What happened, David? I need to know. Bars. I can't. Bars. Fuck. Anyways, Pop Out says hi. I'm gonna say Leonox says a meta cartoon. Ola bro, Papa Rock Bars. We're the best YouTube family. Bars. Grow together, people. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to my people in here. And we'll grow. We will get there. Patrick says, do you have a favorite gun you would never sell? Everything's always for sale or trade. So I would say no. Yeah, I would say no, Patrick. Eolax says, that means ha 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 in Spanish. Country Boy, what's up, brother? He says, I'm late watching. Be right back. Wait, PBR, I will be back. All good, brother. Pop Out says number 1. He's number 1. You guys check out his channel. He just rocks out. He's like music all day long. That guy got energy. I'm serious. Country Boy says hi. Grace says, show me a DB. I don't have a Diamondback. I'm sorry, Grace. Sniffle Riffle. I love it, brother. I love it. Mina says, when I see Hispanics type laughing, I always think they actually say, I don't know, like, but I know what, yeah. When I first saw it, I actually tried to correct them. I was like, yo, it's H-A-H-A-H-A. And then someone corrected me. I'm like, oh, gotcha. User says, do you have a 1911 Colt 45 or a 38 Super on the wall? I have a 1911 Smith & Wesson 45 on the wall. And an Elite series. Beautiful gun. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there in the corner. Top corner. That thing is sexy. Sexy, sexy. I don't have a Colt, though, on the 38 Super. Grace says, show me a DB. Oh, it's right there. David says, my mate got caught cheating, and his ex somehow sliced him in half across the waist and started slicing the rest of him up in... Ew. She's gonna get the penalty. Lester says, hi, Pete. Hey, Pete, what's up? User says, or in collection. I think I saw it already. Like and subscribe, people. Like 3 says, pay the snooker says, what's up? What's up, brother? Beza's here. What's up, yo? Joku's here. Says, what up, man? Officer Boy says, guns. You got golden guns? Oh, do I? There's one that's all gold. That one is brass, so it's kind of gold. That one is gold. Yes, I love gold guns. I'm a sucker for gold. Hey, you guys are new in here. Like and subscribe, people. It's free to you. It'll be the second best thing you do today. And I'm sure you'll like the content. I'm positive. And if you don't, just mute me. AO says, yes, I'm actually not laughing. Nerf says, Sig or Glock? Both. I love them both. I have Sigs and Glocks. Jason says, what is a beautiful collection, sir? Oh, well, thank you. If you're saying what a beautiful collection, I'm greatly appreciated. How many of you guys have subscribed, though? I say 0. But yeah, that's okay. It's not okay. Commercial says, what's up, Double O Pete? What's up, Commercial Jones? We are doing good. Officer Boy says, got any golden guns? Yes. Any opinions on the 336? 336. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not familiar with that. Macho says, what's your favorite? My favorite would be probably my Staccato XC. Uh, oh, Justin, seafood buffet. See you in a couple hours. Oh, Justin, you know how to get into a man's panties. Meta says, my ankle feels like I need to crack it, but I don't know how, and I don't want to break it because I 100% can. Ooh. Google. I'm evil says, hello, what's up? I'm evil. Tim says, his staccato. Yes, but there's 3 up there. Which one? You just says, you can get any rifle. What are you putting in the collection? Rifle? A JP5. Definitely a JP5, like a well, there's a few variations of the JP5, but yeah, I'll get that. Oh no, actually, I'll get a Barrett A1, M whatever A1. I'll get a Barrett, because I don't have one of those yet. Barrett, not the MRAD, the other one, the A whatever M something A1. I forget the numbers. Let's see, where are we? Tim says possibly. Oh, this kind of thing. Corey says, I'd like to hate, but I'm just jealous, brother. Hey, Corey, no hate. Um, live vicariously through me and like and subscribe. David says, I need therapy because of some of the dreams I have. Yeah. that's a bad dream. Justin says Asians love gold. No. Orientals love gold. Jason says, what's the average wait time for a suppressor to get approved by the ATF these days? I've seen as fast as 40 hours. It's still as long as like a couple weeks, so I'm not sure. Tim's laughing. Officer says, you got any opinions on 336? I'm not familiar with the 336. Tim says, a friend of mine was on a 2-day waiting period for suppressor. User says, me. Jason says, I gave thumbs up. Thank you. Yo, can I get one? Says Whiteley. Of course, if there's a zombie apocalypse and we were in some kind of country turmoil, of course. Just fly over here to the great United States of Brazil. And yes, you have to subscribe first, though. That's the first step. Let's see. William says, love your decor. Thank you, William. Did you subscribe? Sebastian says, yo, do you have any airsoft guns? I do not. Officer says, sorry, P226. Not 226 is awesome. There's no and ifs or buts about it. The 226 is probably SIG's best handgun, actually. NPC77 says, what do you think about the Martini Henry rifle that was later remade for the Ottoman army, and which variation is the best? I am not familiar with that one. NPC, I'm sorry. David said, Justin, tell that to the Chinese slaves in the Midwest in the 1800s. Oh, God. Ooh. Sebastian, no. Okay, I'm tired. Good night. Good night, 3. Jason says, how likely will I be approved after I live sexing? I'm not sure. If that's a felony, none. Amiibo says, have you ever shot a pistol with an island barrel front sight block? Yes. Well, because that gun has technically an island barrel. David says, 3, can Pete use my toe hairs to floss his teeth? Well, I mean, with the right super, yes. Night 3, sleep good, says Tim. Moses says, thoughts on the Novisky? I don't mind it. I like it. I don't hate it. I don't have one. It's a nice rifle. Jason says, what is the average time on ATF to apply to your suppressor? I read that. David Gross. David's laughing. I don't know why. What's so funny about it? Thanks, Tim. You just said I would get a lever gun. Lever guns are nice. I like Henrys and Marlins. I like the tactical ones. I really like those ones. But it says, David, don't we all? Speaking of dreams, I had a dream of peeing Woke up and didn't pee. I'm built different. Oh, 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 oh. Mama says Jet Li. I love Jet Li. P226. Officer Boy, he's behind. Thoughts on read that. Yo, it's fine though. Okay, so guys, I read every comment. Peter, if there's a zombie apocalypse, I dibs the high point. Oh shit! That's what I was gonna use. Jane said, I just molded off my fingerprints, pictures, application, everything I needed, paid my tax stamp, and sent it off Monday, and they had to sign for a guaranteed by Wednesday. Every day is exciting. Wow. Well, congratulations, Jason. Christopher says, Pete, play Pistol Pete. I think I'm going to get rid of my XT40 and get my 9mm. Keep it's me in your prayers. My transmission went out my truck. Oh, Christopher, you do have my prayers, brother. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, but yeah, if you get rid of XT40, you'll love the 9. Mailed says, Tim says, you are positive officer. You are positive officer, officer boy. 3 says, on the road to 10K. Like and subscribe, please. Abdullah says, 45 ACP. Yes, what about it? Do I have some? Yes. Meta Cartoon says, Pete can't wait for zombie apocalypse to relive the glory days of COD zombies. Is that not in COD anymore? But yes. Man, that'd be good. Oh my god. I have a review of a gun I forgot to tell you guys about. That's in Call of Duty. Fuck. God damn it. You guys just reminded me. Thank you. Thank you, Meta. Officer Boy says, I forgot what's the one that fires. Forgot that's the P320. I have one of those left. Would I appendix carry that? No. It shoots great. I have mine in the Flux Raider, but I just can't. There's too many going off. Live scan, no felony. Alberto says, buy my SIG M18. No, I have a 320 right already. NPC says, is switching your secondary weapon really faster than reloading? It depends on where that weapon is. You know, it can be. It can be. You know, it depends on where you have it and then where you keep your mags. So I can see it. I'd rather keep more mags though than more firearms. Live scan says no felony. Good. I'm not a dealer, guys, so I don't know. Alberto says buy my SIG M18. Okay, I got you. MP says it's switching to. Wait, I read that. Thoughts on Noveski rifles? I think I read that most of this already. I answered that. But they're good. They're nice rifles. I like them. I don't have one anymore. Subscribe, guys. 3 says she'll start on an OF Pete if he hits 10K. Yes. 100%. Community guidelines here. He goes, what's your opinion on California Glock ban? AB 1127, which bans all firearms that can be easily converted to a machine gun, but technically all semi-auto handguns can be converted. How's that work? They're just picking on the gun because of the switch. That's all. You don't ever hear of like a HK with the switch, so that's why they're going after that. Jason says best handguns to purchase. Oh well, the best handgun to purchase would probably be whatever you fire the best. The Ruger RXM is fucking awesome. I used to say, you know, you should have a Glock 19 in your arsenal. I now say a Ruger RXM. It's basically a Glock Gen 3 or Glock 19 Gen 3 clone, but it has a removable FCI, so you can take that and get different grips and not buy a new gun. And plus the Gen 3 aftermarket support is bar none. David 3 is laughing. David, you volunteered to do that. Jason says, I ordered the Rugged Razor 55 dedicated 6 can. Dedicated 5.56 can. Thank you. You're welcome. That's nice. Kozak says, you got a USB? Technically, yes. I remember you having a VP9 match, so I know you're aware of HKs. I have an HK45. I don't have that actual USP. So I have a HK45, a VP9, a VP9 Match, VP9 Tactical, and a P30L. Yeah, I love HK. Jay says, it's nice to read everyone's comments. Thank you. Much appreciated. You're welcome. I hope you like to subscribe, people. Not many people read everything, but Pistol Pete does. David says, my body is Pete's tempo, only 3. Jason says, I felt a like. I left a like. I'd leave more if I could. Thank you, Jason. Thank you very much. It really helps, guys. David, don't go back on your word. The Rugged Razor is no barrel restriction, and it's belt-fed, rated full auto. See, that's badass. When you can get when you get a can like that, you're good. David's laughing. Jason says, which I will not be going full auto. FRT. Meta says, Pete, have you seen the Call of Duty ray gun lighters? It's the only proper way to light a big fat cigar. I might have. Alberto says, thoughts on 10 mil? Well, for a bear, yes. So it's 9 in the hood, 10 in the woods. That makes sense. For you people that want to carry it just to carry it, like it's the in thing, it's not. You are not double tapping with a fucking 10 mil. Come on, guys, let's be serious. I think it's a round. So people that want to carry that in the hood, no, it's for the woods. Jason says, were you in the military or any service of any kind? I am not, Jason. I do have a lot of friends in the military and officers, but I am not. Mike says, opinion on FRTs. They're fucking badass. They're fucking awesome. But because they're legal on the federal level doesn't mean they're legal on the state level, which is fucking backwards. My thoughts is if the states say, oh, you can't have it, but then the federal says you can, federal should supersede state, but it doesn't. It's backwards. I can't have one. So yes, FRTs are fucking badass. Closest thing to get to a full auto. Jason, I still rock my Springfield XD45. It's a great gun. What's your thoughts on Aero Precision AR-15? I don't have a problem with Aero Precision. It's more of a, I want to say like an entry-level, affordable AR-15. It's not budget by any means like a Bear Creek, but it runs. I don't know why people hate on it. It's a good AR. Jovan says, still love my Glock 19. I still love mine too. I still rock my... Wait, I read that. Can you show me the Beretta? Lego Kid? Okay, hold on. David says, 90% of the viewers you get, Pete, I wouldn't trust with a Nerf gun. True. I'm not going to argue that point. Joku says, when you put the Basilic single slot rail on your Scout P, did it move your rail? Did it move your rail slot? I got the multi-rail, but thinking about switching to a single slot, but concerned it will fuck my light. What do you mean of? Well, they sell them for the multi-rail or the single rail. So if you bought the single rail and you're gonna put on a multi-rail, I don't know if it's gonna fit. The slot might not be exactly where you need it, but it's not gonna mess with you. I don't think it's gonna mess with your light any. Oh, Joku, make sure that if you don't put blue Loctite on there, every once in a while check to see if the screws are backing out. Okay, because that's very important. Have any SMGs? No, I don't have any. I have like a PCCs, like MP5K. Does that count? But I don't have any submachine guns. Meta says, Pete, you gotta buy suits and prop money along with prop cigars. Make a movie. Fuck, I have done it with my suit, all black suit. Is like John Wick. but not prop money. I'll use real money. We'll see what we can do. Brady says, Pete, what's up? How do you organize your ammo? I'm trying to find a better method. Might just buy a bunch of plastic Amazon ammo cans. Oh, fuck! It's all over the floor. I have an ammo safe, and I stack it. I stack the bottom with the 9, so it's just all stacked in there. By I'll put all Blazer was this side, and then I'll have NATO's on this side, and I'll have them stacked that way. I'm thinking about, like, when I go to the range, instead of bringing like 20 boxes, just throwing them in a can. So I'm thinking about doing that though. What 2011 do you recommend? Says Drake. That really depends on your bank account. What is what is your money like? I could recommend something that could be way out of the budget. So yeah, let me know what you're willing to spend. What do you think of the new Spec Series MP steel frame? That thing is beautiful. Fucking beautiful gun. But, it feels great too. I have the competitor. I have the metal right there, the competitor. And I have, what's the other one? I forgot. No, I have those two. That one is beautiful. But that fucking foreskin on the tip of it is ugly. Why the fuck did they put a Strike Industries compensator on there? M&P, Smith & Wesson, what the fuck are you thinking? It's ugly. If you were to use Strike Industries and actually made a compensator that flowed with the gun, instead of looking like some aftermarket shit, I would buy it. I love my Smith & Wessons. But if you like the look of it, it's an awesome gun. Don't buy it because I think it's ugly. Gun's a gun, and that thing is fucking sweet. I want it, but I can't do it with that fucking tip. It's so ugly to me. Great gun. Pete got the serious look on tonight. Oh my God, says Peter. I know I'm switching. I have a new wig, guys. Jason said I did my first build Aero Precision. Nice. Nothing wrong with it. Meta says how Hispanics choose names. Robert plus Oix Roberto, Albert Oix Roberto, Edward. That's so smart. Pisto Pedro? Oh. Jason says I ended up getting the rifle, speed adjustable gas block, which is as best as it can gets, I believe. If it's working, that's good. I mean, the gas block is technically for the bolt to cycle. So with different things on it, like a compensator or like a suppressor. So yeah, that's technically, if that's what you're using it for, yeah. Peter says, Pete got new glasses. I did. Eugenio. I might be racist. It's not. It's true. Get Gooder says, hello, you beautiful creature. It's been a while. It has, Get Gooder. I've been a little worried. Jason said the problem with Aero Precision right now is that nothing is in stock and it's frustrating. I don't consider Aero Precision to be top tier. It's just right up in the middle. It's perfect and they're solid. They are. That's why I said it's a very affordable option. And it's not budget, like I said before. Peter says, Pete looks more business like the pro gun guy. I'm trying to get more subscribers. We're changing things up, people. Drake says, yeah, thanks. Thanks, Jason. I picked up a really nice Aero AR and it shoots better than my law enforcement Colt AR. That's amazing. Because Colts are Colts are awesome. RV and with G says, double tap my piece. RV and G, what's going on, brother? Gecker says, Pete, did you see that they blocked the bill to retract the 200 tech? Wait, they blocked it? Oh, fuck, no, I didn't. Joku says a multi-rail slot places my lights fine, but the single rail looks like it moves the rail slot forward. No worry. So worried that it might make my light too far forward. Huh. Yeah, but if you get the single rail slot, the bottom of the compensator is still multi-railed. You know that, right, Joku? The single rail slot means the single rail in the gun, not the bottom of the actual suppressor. I think if that's what I'm hearing. So right, if you bought the multi-railed slot, what that means is the gun I don't has multiple rails on the bottom of it. But if you buy the single rail slot, that fits single rail slot guns. Does that make sense? Oh, sorry. Oh. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, I missed EPs. I got the MMP competitor, but it looks. When I'm thinking about the Spec Series seal frame, like I said, it's pretty badass. Trying to figure where I'm at, guys. Sorry. I missed some people. I'm sorry. Nope, got that one. Jalen says I like the MP5K. Jalen, the MP5K is fucking bad as fuck. It's the shit. I will have one soon. Jason says it's good to put those moisture packets in your sealed ammo cans. I put about 5 in my 1,000 round steel ammo box. Correct. Especially, well, if you store them, yes. I go through ammo so much that I never use those because 1,000 rounds is like I did 1,000 rounds. Was it yesterday? Yesterday. I got 1,000 rounds right here in front of me, and I'll go through that in the one range trip. So, if you're storing them, yes, use those ammo, those packs. And put a false bottom at the bottom of your ammo can for moisture in case it rains. It's smart. Jason says because you don't know what conditions you'll be in if you're outside when shit hit the fan. That's correct. Drake says 2011 around 1,000. Oh, Drake. Oh, that's hard, brother, because a 2011 at $1,000 is entry level. I don't care what these other gun tubers are saying. They're getting paid to say shit. Like, this gun's so awesome. It's shut the fuck up. It's not. Come on. But if you're spending $1,000 and you want to get a 2011 game, it's hard, like, cause you get junk. If you, so for example, if you get the Gearsan Match X, which is a clone of this gun, at a quarter of the price, it's $1,000 gun, and that one's 4,300. You're gonna get this gun where it should cycle. It may feel good to you if it's your first 2011, but you'll probably end up changing the internals if you want to run faster. So I do recommend a Gearsan Match X because it's a clone of this gun. Uh, Otherwise, the Mac 9 comp is a nice option, but the grip on it is extremely slippery. It looks like it has texturing, but that gun's slippery as fuck. It's you're gonna want a new grip if you get that gun. I think those are the only ones that are recommended at $1,000. The Tisa's BR9, I think it's called, or BD9, B something 9. I had that. Mine ran. I think it's ugly though, and you can get it for like 600 right now. If you don't want a compensator, the Mac 9 is sometimes on sale for like 7, I think, 700. So look at those ones. But if you want a comp, it's going to be the Mac 9 DS or the Mac 9 comp or the Gearson Match X. If you want it to look like this gun, then the Gearson. Let's see. Jason says, I really like the Prodigy, but it's heavy. Beautiful, but I've heard they've been having jam issues. No, it's only the first batch that came out that they had some problems, because back when it came out, the Prodigy was the entry level 2011. That there was nothing that was a 2011 style. It was Prodigy. That's it. Then you jump up to like Staccato and Bull Armory. They came out not too long. But now the Prodigy, because there's so many things cheaper, kind of bumped itself to mid grade. My Prodigy runs. I have never had an issue with my Prodigy, and I put an Underworld's Arms compensator on it. That's why it maybe not look like a Prodigy, but yeah, that's a Prodigy, all stock, except for the aftermarket compensator that's rail mounted. I love it. I absolutely love that gun. And again, mine is stock. Moses says, I want to add a comp to my P320 X5 Legion, but I live in California. Is there something like a Reading Ramjet for it? No. No, because you have to get a threaded barrel. Yeah, that sucks, Moses. Well, actually, I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know everything. So there might be something that adds on to it. Oh, wait. Yeah, actually, a company I'm dealing with called Vantage Point. Check them out. They might have something for the P320. And if they don't, they might be able to make one. It's a light mounted compensator. So it's in a garage. It, like, for example, if you have an X300, you take the rails off the X300 and you add the rails of this compensator on, and it adds no height to the comp because it's now a part of your light. And you put the light on, and it adds just like this much of a compensator up front, enough to make a difference. Vantage Point. If you go look at my videos, I have videos on the Vantage Point compensator for my Glock and my SIG P365. Yeah, they might have a 320. Otherwise, I email them and say Pistol Pete sent you, and they'll know who I am, and ask, hey, when are you gonna make one for the P320? I think they have one, actually. Vantage Point. KK says, Pete, what's up, KK? Welcome back. Tim says, so just a tip you don't like. I like the whole thing, Tim. Jesus says the alien pistol looks ugly, but it shoots very low. I think the alien looks beautiful. The recoil on it is minimized because of its extremely low bore axis. I will have one of those soon. I keep putting it on the back burner, but I shot it at SHOT Show, and I absolutely love that gun. Drake says, I actually looked at a Prodigy today and was drooling over it. It was 1500 with the Holosun optic. Pff, beautiful. Was it the 4.25 or the 5-inch? Was it 5? The short one or the long one? Drake says, just subscribe, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, people. Please like and subscribe. I will get that. I'm pretty sure I'm backed up. Jay says, I'm using the rifle speed adjustable gas block for the suppressor. There you go, see? And then decided to shoot unsuppressed. I'll adjust. Exactly. So yeah, you are using it for its intended purpose, Jason. Meta says, peace, love you, Pete. I love you, Meta. And pesos to the Hispanics, not peso. Get Gooder says, no reason to be worried, just started back to work. I don't have as much time as when I'm laid off. But I feel out I've been working like 14, 16 hour days. Hey, get that money, Get Gooder, but try not to burn yourself out. Get Gooder sounds like you're grinding away, man. Get that money. Think alike, Jason. John says, hello, I have an MP5K. John, I'm jealous. I like him. I don't know why I keep putting it on the back burner. Giger says Jason is not that time of year. World construction is a hell of a drug. Cerise says, can you give me a gun? Can you give me a like and subscribe? Jason says, get that money, buddy. Get it while you can. Yes. John says Apollo 11 is also good around that price. Yes, is Apollo 11 about 1,000? The Apollo 11 is nice. You know, it takes Sig Mags and it is a nice gun. I forgot about that one, John. Thank you. Jason says, yeah, I can't stand it when a gun tuber says this is the best animal I've had. They're paying to say that. Yeah. Jason says, ammo. Jason also says, sorry, I'm voice texting, so my phone's being stupid. I love voice texting. I hate texting. I hate it. I voice text all the time. So he says, can you give me a gun, please, bro? Bro. Cerise, did you like to subscribe? Tim says, you could use 1,000 to put a 2011 on layaway and pay on the balance. Most gun stores have layaway. Yeah, check out what, yeah. Joku says, what spring weight you running in your 2011s where you're not losing too much speed but can keep it loosey-goosey? It depends on the gun. Like my Staccato XC is a 7 pound. The C2, it's a little heavier because I put a DPM recoil reduction system in there. So I don't know what the weight is, but this one's heavy. The Prodigy is heavy too. I want to say the Prodigy, it's stock. So whatever the stock one is what I'm running. I haven't changed it because it's still cycling with the compensator, which I'm shocked. I am shocked. And why mess with it? I'm if it's cycling, I'm not gonna mess with it. My splits on there with that one are like 0.25, 0.24 with that gun. I haven't had a problem. So I wouldn't, don't change anything if it's running, Joku. Just don't. If you want it lighter so it just feels like it's sliding on butter, like people say, oh, it's butter, don't do it. Keep it running the way it's intended to. And then do changes to make it work. Jason says, good night, y'all. Subscribe. See you soon. Yes, Jason, see you later. Russ says, what do you think about Aimpoint Koa? I think it's fucking amazing. I hate how the Koa is only for like, well, right now the Glocks. And it's not any Glock. You have to have the fucking slide cut for it. Pisses me off. I love it. It's a smaller footprint than the Acro, but a bigger window. You guys know that? Did you know that? It's a bigger window. Slightly. Ever so slightly, but it's bigger. And you look at it both, you're like, what the hell? I don't get it. Yeah. The Acro has the smallest window. And then the Aimpoint Koa is bigger than that one. And it's a smaller optic. It's weird. I love the Koa. Jason says, so are you not as Jason says, so are not as good as they were before. Jason, I forgot what we were talking about. So are the Prodigies now fixed, or are they just not as good as they were? Prodigy. Oh, I don't know what they did, but the after the second wave came out, you'd have to look it up. I haven't had an issue, and I've heard that the issues were solved. And then they released the Prodigy comp. No problems with that one either. I don't have that one anymore. But yeah, no problems with it. So I don't get it. I know that the problems in the beginning were the 5-inch models, not the 4 1/4. The 5-inch models had problem cycling. I don't know why. I didn't look into it or anything. I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Uh, but the 5-inch was the ones having that problem, not the 4 1/4. And I heard they were fixed. I don't have a 5-inch right now though, so yeah, I can't speak of that one. Uh, Drake says the Prodigy was a 5-inch. Shoot it. See, like I said, mine's 4 1/4. Joe Koo just took my advice. He bought a 4 1/4, and he's loving it. So yeah, if there's problems with something cycling, people, it's most likely the recoil spring. They probably set that out with a too heavy a recoil spring, and you just gotta get a lighter spring. It sucks, but it is what it is. That's usually the culprit if you're getting like stovepipes. Red Reef Booze Reef says hello again. What's up, Reef? Norwood's back. He says, "What's up, Pistol Pete in chat? What's going on, brother?" Oh my God, Rusty, you just made me jealous. This mother, you mother. He says, "I just got the 47 Koa. Do you want to trade? I have the 47 Acro." Right there. That's my favorite Glock. The 47 is my favorite. I got that since day one. It's the best Glock. But you got the Koa. Fuck. I'm thinking about just selling mine. But I love my Acro. And I don't want to buy another 47 just for an optic. Awesome buy, Rusty. Awesome buy. Toby says, "Hey, what's up, Toby?" There's another Toby. Tobia says G37. I don't have one. Gap rounds are hella snappy. Gap rounds are. They are. Fogwall says, yo, how are we doing? What's up, Fog? It says, join the Star Game. What is that? Well, by getting a membership, which is kind of like a Patreon I have, for $4.99 to support me, and automatically get entered into a monthly giveaway that I do for merch. Pin it, says Fog. Yes, sir. Reef says, how many blocks do you have in your Ferrari? How many what was that song that he sang? The Rari? Yeah, I don't, maybe one. Tobias says hi. Rusty says, I really like it. It's a great setup though, too. It is. Put a ramjet on there. Mine has a ramjet. So if you don't want to add extra link, don't get it, but the ramjet is bar none for striker fighters. They make it night and day, people. I should be a sponsor for them. The Radiant Ramjet, I know it's $400, but other than an optic, it is the accessory you should get for a Glock, or a P365, or a Glock 43, whatever they have it for. I'm serious. If you're new to here, these people tell you that I'm not lying. I tell how it is, that I'm actually honest. It is fucking amazing. It's night and day. Trust me. Your double taps will be way faster with the ramjet. Tour says, how you feel about Gap? I don't have any. Toby, you talking about the bullet? I don't have any. Subscribe to enter the drawing at the 10K giveaway. There is $500 in gear donated by Gideon and more to win with multiple winners. That's true. When I hit 10K, I'm going to do the biggest 10K giveaway with multiple winners. I'm not going to give away like a knife. or something stupid. I'm gonna give away a knife though, but it's gonna be multiple winners with multiple optics involved. Core Essentials Battle Belt, uh, laser foregrip, $500 in optics from Gideon, a shitload of 2025 SHOT Show merch. It's gonna be a lot. There's more, but I can't think of it right now. Tobias laughed my ass off. Oh, it is. It is Tobias with the 5. Tobias 5. What's up? Josh says, "How you feel about daggers?" I don't have an issue with them, but they are budget. Those are budget guns. Most people that buy them and they run, they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, daggers are shit." But they don't want to hear they bought a budget gun because they have gun pride or buyer's pride. You know what buyer's pride is when you buy something, you don't want to hear someone say it's a piece of shit. You just human nature. You don't want to be like, "Oh, I bought a piece of shit." I will tell you if I bought a piece of shit, like the Pewview. That gun's a piece of shit. $3,900 for that gun, $4,000. I fucking tossed that shit away. That shit was fucking junk. But I'll tell the truth. If I buy a gun, I don't like it. So the dagger, it's nice. It's nice when it runs. Obviously, that's with any gun. But you gotta be careful with it because there's no frame slide to frame fitment because people are buying like just a lower and they're buying a slide from somewhere else. So you got to be careful with that. Sometimes they don't deburr the rails all the way, or they're like separate heights by like a micrometer or whatever, micrometer, whatever you want to call it. It's sometimes it can be fucked up. Quality control on them is not there, but they are nice if you can get one that's all set up already and test fired, then they're fine. It's just that you can get a lot of problems with them. You know, when you're buying just a lower, then you want to buy some cool frame or cool slide and different barrel. You're gonna Lego the thing together, right? If you're gonna Lego together a dagger, that's where the issues can come. If you buy a full dagger from PSA, then your chances of a fuck up will be significantly lower. Tobias says, got a Glock in my Rari. That's what it is. 1738. Thank you, Tobias. I was like, what did he say again? Oh man, you're awesome. Country Boy says, still watching PBR. Wait, what is PBR? Country Boy, what's PBR? Fog says double tap. Rusty says, I was looking at those. I heard a lot of good things. I just got my 20 comp with an EPS. Nice. Very nice. Or you can do that, guys. You can send it out to be ported or comped. But yeah. The trigger is cheap as hell in mine, says Josh. Yeah, I mean, when you buy something at that price, yeah, you're going to get cheap stuff. But some of them run. Some of them do run very well. Dan says, sup, bro? What's up, Dan Zepping? Josh says, but for 380 after FFL fee, I can't hate it. I got a Compact X alongside. See, exactly, like this, Josh. Yeah. For that much money, you can't complain. You really can't. But I'll tell you right now, the Ruger RXM is the shit. Like I said, I wish I was a sponsor for Ruger. I love my Ruger RPR. It's out of the box the best rifle, pound for pound, out of the box. The most accurate. But that's something else. They finally came out with the RXM, and I love mine. Why? In its stock configuration, it shoots better than a Glock 19. It has a 4.5 pound trigger versus like a 5.5, 6 pound. So that right there is just it's a lighter pole. So it's more accurate. It has better serrations, like light years better serrations. They're sharp, like an echelon. The texturing is better than a stock Glock. It has for your support hand on both sides, where Glock has that bump on the outside, with a bump, like right there. RXM indents in and puts serrations in there. So now you have texturing for your support thumb right there. Fucking amazing. And the two best things about it, first, it has a universal direct optic mounting system, like the Echelon. You could take almost any optic and mount it to the fucking slide. No more plates. Amazing. And the second best thing, it has an FCI, a fire control insert, which means that the trigger assembly is serialized, not the frame. So you can pull that assembly out and get a different one. So it's a clone of the Glock 19 Gen 3. So the aftermarket support is bar none. You guys know the Gen 3 Glock has the most aftermarket support. There's no other gun even close to it for the support. And now you can get grips. I know Zeb did it first, I know, but they were like $2,000 to $3,000. Now you can buy an RXM for $400, which is better than an MOS Glock 19. That's like $650. Now you're paying $400. 4 more features and a better gun. But now you can buy a different grip. I went off and I bought a Icarus precision grip, just like my other. Well, they're not up there right now. Sorry. Like my other guns, the Icarus grip is the best grip for me. I bought one for that gun. They knew that they had money when this RXM came out. I spent $690 on the grip. Yes, $690 on a grip. You guys don't have to do that, obviously. But I'm just saying there's other grips out there you can buy for it. I bought a 19X style grip. So instead of holding 15 rounds now mine can hold 17 flush and have a larger grip. So I have like an RXM X, if you will. Okay, that's my rant. Where am I? Lady Birds, what's up? I says, Pete, do you have what does that say? Oh, that thing with the eye where it starburst? I don't think so. How do you say that word? I can't read what you're saying because I think you spelled it wrong. Not even a brain fart. How do you guys? Someone put it. How do you say it? I don't have that. No. What red dot best for me though? When I'm competing, I like a big window. So it's gonna be the SRO, the 507 comp, or the Gideon Omega. Is what I like if I'm competing. If I'm carrying it, like my carry guns, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be something robust, like a RMR CC. I know the window's small, but if you're presenting correctly every time, it becomes second nature. Like you don't even need the dot. You just pick it up and it's right in front of your eyes. So yeah, for me it'd be the RMR. I know it's expensive, but it is the dot that is the hardest to break. So I just want to make sure that my dot works. No matter what. Like if I fall on the ground, it's not gonna have a chance of breaking like a Hollow Sun or like the SRO. I would not put that on a carry gun ever. People that do it are flashing. Oh, I got an SRO. What the fuck are you doing? It's a circle dot. If you were to fall on the ground and fall in that dot, that thing's fucking busting. You idiot. I'm sorry. If you guys are in here, use SRO on a carry, it's okay. Because you're subscribed to Pistol Pete, then it's okay. But if I don't know you, you're an idiot. You do not want an SRO on a carry gun. It's not made for everyday carry. It's a competition dot. I'm done. So if you guys do it, please don't unsubscribe. I will take back everything I just said. Ghost says, I just bought a compact dagger, complete lower. Any budget-friendly slides you recommend that isn't from PSA? Ghost, no, I don't. I don't have any that I can think of that's, I guess, budget-friendly. So I apologize. If you guys know something, please let Ghost know. I can't recommend anything. I can't. I should say I can't think of anything that's budget friendly that's of quality. But if I think of it, if it comes to me, I will let you know. Let's see. Do you have a 50 cal? No. Jason says, how long does a dog? I don't know. Mr. Stole Your Grandma says, yo, Pete with the pistols. What's up, Mr. Stole Your Grandma? That's a gangster shit. Jason says, how long does Doge get back to you on live scan? I'm sorry, Jason. I don't know what you're saying. Fun Chip Clip says, do you have any experience with the Johnny Glock's combat trigger? I do. It's very expensive. I spent $410 on mine, I think. Yeah. So it's a nice trigger. Very, very nice trigger. And it breaks crisp. But for you fuckers out there that say it breaks like a Canic trigger, shut the fuck up. It does not. It does not. It's a Glock. You can't change the mechanics of a Glock trigger to feel like a Canic trigger. It's not possible. But he did it as close as humanly possible. Does that make sense? So it's an awesome trigger, but is it worth 3 times the amount of a Timney trigger? No. Nope. Now, if you have expendable, or what's the word? If you have extra money, where you can spend $400 on a trigger, yes, I recommend it. I do. But it's not 3, maybe, because sometimes you get a Timney for like $100 on sale. I don't think it's worth 4 times the amount of a Timney. So what did I do? I returned it. I talked to Johnny Glock directly. I was like, yo, bro, it's just not working out. And he was kind enough to refund my money. So Johnny Glock is a great guy too. He's a very nice man. We went back and forth, just talking about it, and he understood where I was coming from. So yeah, he refunded all of my money. So Johnny Glock is the man. I hope you're watching, brother, but you are the man. But I really don't think that your triggers are 4 times the amount of Timney. I'm sorry. But if you have that expendable income, that's the word I was trying to come with, then yes, I would get it. Very nice trigger. Froggy says, hey everyone, like and subscribe to the coolest motherfucker on the planet, PPW. Thank you, Froggy gang, brother. That's my brother from another. He's a fucking animal, that guy. Hey, if you want to see Froggy, like and subscribe to him, please. He's trying to grow his channel. We go shooting a lot together. We're like best friends. We just don't see each other a lot anymore because he's always so busy, and I'm always doing this YouTube shit. But if you go to my channel, we have a Transformers video where I'm on his shoulders shooting an MPX-K one-handed on his shoulders, and this guy's like 6'4". He's a tall motherfucker. I was scared. Go look at my shorts. It's there. And that's Froggy. And like and subscribe to him now, please. Alex says, do you have a Desert Eagle? I don't anymore. Fox says, gang gang. Froggy. Eddie says, what do you think of the P320 malfunction? I don't get it. I really don't. SIG won't come on and say anything. They won't recall anything. In their manual, it actually says it's the safest to carry this gun without one in the chamber. If a company is going to say that, they're admitting fault. Right? Think about it. Hey, when you carry a gun, especially this one, don't carry one in the chamber. Be safe. Yeah, my nuts. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, well, if you have one, be careful. It's in the manual. I would actually get my manual out if I knew where it was, but it's up there somewhere, and I'm not going up there. Yeah, I think that's fucked up. I didn't know it was in there until it was brought up to me. Yeah, so it sucks, Eddie. Froggy says, Fog gang gang. Dustin says, I ordered a PSA dagger yesterday. Nice. Nice. What do you think of Swamp Optics? Says Eddie. I have not had the opportunity to use one, so I can't really speak on its reliability. I have been shooting a lot of Gideon. So much that I have a discount code with them now. But I put their Gideon Omega. So if you want an SRO clone, it's right there on my Staccato XC. I'm not going to take it off because it's held zero after like fucking 2,000 to 3,000 rounds. I compete with that gun. I don't know what I'm at right now. And other people, when I bring out, shoot it. It's held zero. And it has a lower deck height than an SRO. Am I going to get rid of my SROs? No. Will I buy more Omegas? Yes. Gideon Omega. It was on sale like a couple weeks ago. And then when I put my discount code to see if it worked, it brought it down to $197 after tax. That's fucking amazing. So a third of the cost of an SRO. The Gideon Omega. But that's who who I'm working with. I keep telling him, like, hey, you need to make more of these, or you need to do this. So they're a great company. Dustin said a PSA frame dagger compact. Nice. Very nice. I'm installing my M-Lock vertical foregrip right now on my AR. Well, I'm very bored. That's awesome. And you're doing it while listening to Pistol Pete. I love it. Rusty says, I have antisemitism. That's not how you say it. How do you... Oh my God. I say it all the time, and now I can't say it right because I'm reading it wrong. Astigmatism. That's not how you say it, though. But yeah, I mostly have a hollow sight EPS on most of my handguns. It works well for me. Nice. That's good to know, people. Pete reads every comment. That's why it might take a minute. Labor says, bro, you really are a gun nerd. Respect. Wait. You didn't know that, Larry? Mr. Stoyograma says, what we looking for? What he looking for a red dot? Yeah, not me. Dustin says, they make slides on eBay for the compact PSA. They do. That's why I'm getting rid of my slide. Getting my site off eBay. Nice. I've tried it before. Be careful on who you buy from, though. Larry says, I mean that in a good way, bro. I know, Larry, bro. I love you, brother. Gang, gang. Froggy says, tip to tip the PPWW way. There's no other way. It's always tip to tip. YouTube's back. He says, I was taking apart my XD40 Springfield and I just noticed that the rear rails are fucking plastic, which worries me. Is that normal? No. The fact they aren't replaced is concerning. I didn't know the XD40 rear rails are plastic either. Yeah, that's really weird. Keep an eye on it though, for sure. Robbie's back. He says, Jiao Zhu. Jiao Zhu. How are you doing tonight? Robbie, my Vietnamese brother. We are the Vietnam. I'm doing good. Fun Chip just says, I love mechanic, but I would like wall. I would like wall. Mechanics are great. I have a shitload of them. It's a very good, affordable gun. I'll call it affordable. YouTube says, seriously, polymer rails? Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. I didn't know that. Actually, I'm going to look into that. Fun Chip Clip says, $400. Wow. For an RXM, yes. And it's a great gun. Guys, go shoot it. Go shoot it. I know every single range will have one that you guys can try out. There's no way that it won't be. SP says, hi, what's up? Eddie says, what do you think of PT2 malfunctions? I touched that already. Frankie says, you're my fucking brother. I love you. I love you, Froggy. Fox says, aww. All Things Prep says, wait, are those guns loaded? No. But there may be one or two loaded. Because if someone runs in on me, I'm not going to run over to my ammo locker or a safe. I'm ready to go. But no, not every one of them is loaded. Maybe a couple. For the live stream. Fog says he subbed. God, that's what I like to hear. All Things Prep says, wait, are those guns loaded? No. I'm going to say no. Official says, oh God, holy crap. T-tap cha wa so si so era yang na minga di sio ti tak ti kupatio 3 or minga aku harap itu iti tang ti kung kasi semua. Eddie says, I know. Josh says, do you think it's safe to carry one in the chamber in a stock dagger? I do. I've always been scared to carry with a gun that doesn't have a slide safety, something similar. Well, yeah, that's always there, but as long as you have a holster, a good holster, that covers the whole trigger guard and trigger, and you're doing your part with gun safety and how to handle a firearm, yeah, there'd be no concern. Be careful if you're carrying an appendix and let's say you're using sweatpants and there's drawstrings and there's just shit flying everywhere. Be careful when you're holstering that gun, because if say a drawstring gets stuck in there and you're not looking, you push down and yeah, it could be disastrous. So just be careful. As long as you're doing your part, you'll be fine. You have to do your part though. So, but yeah, if you don't do it, you're fine. As long as you as long as you train on when you're drawing and racking your slide as you're presenting. So draw, rack it as you're presenting. And then by the time you get up there, you'll be on target. It takes a lot of practice to be fast, to rack as you're drawing. And it might add like half a second to your draw time. And people are like, oh, you half a second, oh, you'll be dead. What? You're not in a fucking, like, draw. You know, you're not in the fucking Wild West and you're just standing in front of the person. Yes, you want to be as fast as shit. But in most situations, it won't call for Doc Hollywood, you know. Are you ready? Come on. Fucking weirdos. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone. Let's see. Fox is subscribed to the drawing a 10K giveaway. There is $500 in gear donated by a lot of people and uh, more to win with multiple winners. Officials being saying more stuff in that weird language. Eddie says, "Where is that link? I'm just getting into more pistols. Had to break my AR addiction. Nice. Link for what, Eddie? For the Gideon? If it's a Gideon, it's in my bio. If you go to my bio and click on it, I have all my affiliate links there. Um, those are the links that I actually can say are actually good products. I will have a separate section where I'll have affiliate links and I'll be like, but if you guys want the code, I'll get it for you. But it's in my bio, Eddie. So yeah, you click on that. It takes you to the Gideon site, and then use my code. And you can use it on sales stuff. I don't know if they know that. I'm not gonna say anything. That's why I had to check it out. Josh says I checked out that RXM too, and I feel crazy for not buying that instead of a dagger. But you didn't know, right, Josh? That's fine. You didn't know. $380 for a dagger, $400 for RXM. RXM people, but don't feel bad if you didn't buy it, because a lot of people don't know. So, Christopher says PBR was nice. Done for the night on that. PBR. Country Boy says hi. What is PBR? Huh. Fun Clip says I got a frame, so now I plan to build a terminal list. John Wick inspired Glock. Hey, more power to you, brother. I love John Wick. Kabari says, "Are you Yakuza?" Well, I am the Oriental, so yes. JJ says, "Hello, my dear." What's up, JJ? Giovanni says, "Holy cow, man, dope background. You collect weapons." I do. I'm an avid collector. I am a competitive shooter. I am an ammosexual. And why not? So please like and subscribe if you're new here, brothers and sisters. He is the Yakuza. Yes. Man, Scott, what's up, brother? Welcome back. Kobani says, "What's up, my Asian brother? What's going on, Oriental man?" JJ says, "Bad news, y'all. My FN 510 has developed a crack in the frame. Typical problem showing up right now." I tell JJ, I'm sorry to hear that. I tell people that fucking all the time. It's like FN is junk. They don't believe me. They want the FN because of rap songs. You fucking idiots. Down the middle in the front is where it's cracking, right? I'm sorry, JJ. I got rid of, yeah. I'm sorry. Kobeni says, "I know you go save the city." I do at night. I put on my wig and I walk out there. They don't know who that is. Eddie says, "Too bad I can't get a hold of decent guns out there, California here." Oh, Eddie, and I don't get what they're talking about, but don't you guys pay more for your guns or something, and then you get less? I just like the list or whatever they call it. I forgot what they call it. I don't get it. Country Boy says, "I hope everyone is doing well tonight." Robbie says, "Do you have a 410 45 Derringer like hand?" I do not. What do you think of it as an ankle gun addition to the Apex carry like a backup gun? Nothing wrong with it. I have no problem with it. It's small and it fires. So yeah, I definitely don't have a problem with it. North Atlantic Arms also has a shitload of little revolvers. They have a lot of 22 ones too that actually work very well. And I don't know how small you want it, but the Bodyguard, you know, the one I keep talking about, the 2.0, is amazing. So I don't know how big you can go, but if you want to hold a 380 with like 12 rounds in it, I would go Bodyguard. That's my backup, or my backup. I guess I just stick it in my pocket. It's like a phone. But nothing wrong with the Derringer. North Atlantic Arms, they have great revolvers. FV, what's up? He says unloaded start or magazine is not racked. I am behind, ain't I? Not racked. FE. Josh says that's what I'm training to do is to rack as I scan the situation. I'm just worried I'll need the quick draw time in an up close and personal like point fire situation, but there's so unlikely. Yes, it is. But and then the argument, the other side will argue, well, better safe than sorry. I agree too. So, but you want to be comfortable carrying your gun. So, if you don't want to carry it chambered, fine. Another option though, Josh, revolver. Get a double single. You'll be fine with that. Perfectly fine with that. FC says, "What's your usual draw speed to first shot?" On average, if it's appendix, like 1.4, I think it is. Yeah, I think 1.3 or 4. If it's holster, like if it's in competition, it's faster. Like a I don't want to say a 0.9 or 0.8, but it's under a second. If it's like a competition rig setup, you know, like if I'm using one of my competition holsters, it's way faster. And he says, "Okay, thanks, Josh." JJ says, "Josh, if you ever get to the point where somebody's right on top of you, you're too late to shoot." That's another thing, JJ too. As JJ saying, yeah, if you're in a situation where they're already on top of you, yeah, then you'll be sorry. So it sucks. I get both sides. I carry one in the chamber, but I get not doing it. So I'm not gonna rag on you if you don't. Country Boy says, "I'm your Huckleberry." There you go. Josh says, "I just carry without one in the chamber for that peace of mind. If I'm in a weird situation where I feel the need to be on edge, I will rack the gun if possible." Drop 'em says, "I was here an hour ago, but then had to go. Cow wrangling." God, Drop 'em's a man's man. Fox says, "Who won, Drop 'em?" Country Boy says, "Professional bull riding." Josh says, "Do you have a recommendation for a bufferless AR-9? Well, no, I don't. Well, the CMMG. I forgot what model it is, but that thing fucking runs. Well, I look them up. CMMG. I forgot what model for a bufferless 9. Otherwise, because you want an AR style. Yeah, I'm not. I can't. I can't think of the ones that I've shot. I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fart, Josh. I'm having a big brain fart. Yeah, I'm still trying to think about it. I'm gonna come back to that. How about G26 Gen 5? Jake's ass. Jake, you know I don't like the chubby. I don't like the Jog 26. I I've had one and it's too chubby. Like I don't get my pinky on it, and then when I do get it, if I put an extender on it, the thing kicks like a donkey. I don't know why. It's like it's all over the place for me. So me personally, I don't like it, but I know a lot of people that carry it. Van says, what brand do you recommend for an everyday carry holster? I don't have a recommendation for a holster, guys, because it's hard. Like, the quality of the Kydex. Okay, oh yeah, quality of the Kydex. It's mainly the screws and the retention and just how it holds and where that wing is placed and what clips they use. So I bought one from Etsy, custom made one. I fucking love it. You know, it's uh, you know, the paracord or bungee cord, whatever you want to call it. I like this better than the hinge. It just, I feel like it's more flexible. I am a big advocate of double clips. The wider the better, people, because if you're using a single clip like this and you're using a big ass gun, where's all that weight? Right here. What's it gonna do? It's gonna go like this. If you ever wondering why your thing sags down like this, is because there's only one fucking clip. And then if you get one that's a double clip, that's better, but the best are two wide clips. Because this clip will make the holster not tilt. And this wing, because a lot of people are like, that wing looks weird, what is that for? This right here is very important for the concealment. I can conceal carry that full-size Staccato XC because of this wing. This is what pushes the grip into your body. So a lot of people don't know that. So if you do, now you know. Wing is important. Retention, it's always adjustable with the screws. So yeah, this one's off Etsy. Works great. And then I only carry two different guns. I don't change my guns like underwear. I still am using my slim fit because there's no reason to buy another one. So again, this one doesn't have the sidecar, but it has two clips, so it never sags, and then it has a really nice wing right here. So the further this goes out, the more it's gonna poke it into your body. So slim fit holsters, Etsy. I don't have a code with them yet, but they also sell it. I don't understand with this bump, like they call it a comfort something. It's this bump that comes out right here, like a pad. That thing is not comfortable. I took mine off. I was like, you fucking idiots! That thing is uncomfortable as shit. It's like this big bump that just pushes into your fupa, and it's not comfortable. So yeah, it's not comfortable for me. Tier 1's nice too, but I think they use the hinge. I've used that before, but yeah, I like it with the little drawstring. Let's see. Jabba says me, but they did too. They got to get a bunch of Swedes all around. They are great lawnmowers. Eddie says roster. The roster. That's what it's called. Roster sucks. Jake says G26 binary 30 round. Jake's gangster. PB. Oh, professional bull riding. Thank you, country boy. I get it now. Effie says, did I miss draw to shoot first speed? I think so. I think the fastest I've done is like a 0.9. Wait. No, it's faster than that. I forgot what it was. Some of my videos have it where I'm doing it in competition. So I guess you could look at that and see. But it's under a second. Like if I'm standing right here ready, draw and bang. So yeah, the first round is under a second. But on average, if it depends on the situation, it'll be like 1.4. I think. God, I don't know. Now I need to go get my timer and do it again. Eddie says first Glock 19 Gen 3 I paid $635. Yeah, I can see that. They're getting expensive. Top Hero was Pabst Blue Ribbon. Jason F10 developed cracked off the front frame slide rail to the thin part of the frame. People claim it's because FN changed the FD polymer formula. Whatever it is, it's there, yeah. Oh. You didn't have to erase that one, guys. Or whoever erased Officer Doofy. That's from a movie. So it's okay. Yeah, see? It's from a movie. Officer Doofy goes, if you don't know it, then yeah. Jason says a double single action would be great, especially if you have that loaded chamber fear. It would. Brenner 92 compact, my favorite double action, single action. Jay says, hello, late night Pete. What's up, late night? Stream King is here. FV says, I'm usually 0.92, 0.96. Okay, so we're about the same. Revolvers are a good option, yes. Fog says, I think the only people needing to draw fast are police officers and gang members. Steven says, add me. Steven, did you like and subscribe to me first? Smooth Brain says, thoughts on a 308 out of a 4.5. Well, I mean, if you want to do it, do it. You know, it's not gonna like, oh, the velocity is losing this much. Shut up. It's intended for, I think, what is it, an 18 or 20? I could be wrong. I forget. There's too many fucking calibers out there. But if you shoot out even out of a 9-inch, so what? It's probably at that point it's probably a range toy, and if it's a range toy, those people can shut the fuck up. Who cares what they think? The 308 out of 14.5, it's gonna be loud as fuck. That's all I gotta say. Java says, you put your competitor video up yet? Competitor video. Which one? Of that gun? The competitor? I don't know what video I'm supposed to do on that one. No, I haven't. I didn't remember telling you about that though. Sorry, John. Jay says, do you like Kim Jong-un? He is Kim Jong-un. Says, of course I like him then. Ronaldo says, do you have an AK-47? I don't have one anymore. Jay says, dang, P, you make me feel bad for liking them short and stubby. I love my Glock 33 GT. Hey, no, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't like them because I would rather have something. I like full-size guns, guys. So if you look, I don't have anything of that size. So I'm compensating people. But no, don't feel bad. If you like them and you can shoot them, fuck what I think. I'm just telling you what I like and what works for me. And those little guns do not work for me. I can shoot them, and I'm pretty fucking accurate with them, but I don't like them. I just don't. I think it's because my follow-up shots are way slower with those guns. Country Pros, that appendix is almost $200. The slim fit, yeah, it is. But yeah, you don't have to pay that much. There's other options out there. Jay says, I feel like you need a 7.5 ARP. I wouldn't mind it. I don't hate those. He is not Kim, says Jay. Jay says, what is your favorite gun? Well, make it easy and say it's my Staccato XC. How about the G29 10 mil? Wait, is that the stubby one? No. Drop says block question mark. I don't know what that is reference to. See, JP says Havable Armory SAS. I don't. Well, I had the SAS a while ago, but no, I don't have one. Jesse says hi. FV says on average from draw to first shot, I'm doing 0.9 to 0.96. Yeah, I do that if it's holstered on the side. If it's appendix, I'm a little slower. I thought it was like 1.2 or 3. 4 at max. But yeah. I think it's I can't get my master grip on the gun when it's pushed so hard against my body. Eddie says, time for tacos later, Pete. Lucky Eddie, where's my invite? Jake says, isn't Gen 3 G9? Yes, they are continued. They are. Pete reads every comment, that's why I may take a minute. Thank you. Taysom says, thoughts on my micro ARP bullets not racking in the chamber. Well, there's a feeding issue with the ramp or something. There's something going on with your mag or the ramp. So if it's not chambering right when you rack it, then try different mags first, because it could be a mag issue. If you're using like the same mag over and over again, try different ones with the same ammo and see if it racks. If it doesn't, you take it to a gunsmith. There's something wrong with it going up that ramp, most likely. Dropper says, I don't remember what got deleted. The fingernail fails to fire the bullet, just gets lodged in the barrel. Oh. Is the bullet stuck in the barrel every time? Because then the barrel is not of spec. It's or it doesn't like certain ammo, like the Q, the sugar weasel. The owner went on to speak how it doesn't like federal ammo. So you put a federal in there, it almost always gets stuck in the barrel, and it takes that round, but not from federal. So it could be the bullet size. Oh, I wasn't either. Fox says, did you compete with the High Point? No, I haven't. I haven't competed in so long. It's been almost 2 months since I competed, Fog. It sucks. It really does. Let's see. Ten Light says, do you like Vladimir Putin? No comment. That was a kick in the pants, says Drop 'em. Curtis says, I like the glasses. I wear some also. Yeah, thank you. I usually don't wear them on when I'm in the house, but I only wear them when I drive or shoot. Thank you, Curtis. Daniel says, I like that 92. Daniel, I like it too. It's eye candy. It is slippery. That gun is slippery. Jay says, I love Pete. Hey, I love you, Jay. Chris says, have you shot a Henry lever action yet? Yes, I have. I just don't have one. Country Boy says, bad ammo. It could be. Yeah, it could very well be because a spec. I think that chamber is out of spec, because if it's getting stuck in there, like you can't like pull it out. Like if you can't rack it back, pull it out, there's an issue, because it should not be that tight where the round is stuck in there. If you can pull it out decently, not I want to say easily, but if you can still pull it out without having to put a router in the front of it, it's your extractor. But there's so many things it could be. Enjoy says, my fellow Asian brother, what's going on, brother? Jump says, lever actions, all of them. Jake says, can you shoot a pump shotgun? Yes. If I'm good with it, I'll get one. Yeah, yeah. There's tricks to shooting a shotgun that people don't know about, and it's, I don't want to say it's sad, but it's just something that people don't know. So there are tricks to shooting it where there's like the recoil on it just feels a lot less. If I'm good, let's see. Fox says, what's that is awesome message? Is awesome message? I don't know. What are you talking about, Fog? Oh, that thing that comes up. So that's random. That's when someone subscribes. It's like this fucking thing, this phone only does it when it wants to. So like those supers, when you guys pay and you say, hey, you know, hey, that, do whatever you want. The phone does it, but it does it like once in a great while. So it's stupid. But everyone that's subscribed, it has not come up. It's only been doing it like every 10 or every 5. I don't know. It's weird. Jay says, Pete, I listen to you to go to sleep. Your voice is soothing. That nasal thing is soothing as fuck. You're welcome. Uh, Ralph says, favorite gun on the wall. My Staccato XC. Ralph, that one. Dick says, oh, I know that trick. Hold the trigger and just pump, right? Yes. Yep. It works on every pump. I don't know. But that's not the trick. I was joking. But that's pretty funny. Thomas says if you had to choose the AR-15 to buy right now under 1.5K, if I had if I if I had to choose an AR-15 under that, I would get a B. Well, I'd probably get a BCM. Let's see. Yep. Says drop off again. Thomas says what brand? BCM. Let's see. Jay says for real. I don't care what you talking about, but I listen and fall out. That is awesome. There's many people that fall asleep to the stream, and I I like it. That's great. Enjoy says thoughts on surplus bread on 92. Nothing wrong with it. Well, which 92 though? Actually, any of them's fine. Some people don't like them because some of them have like shitty triggers, and some don't. Some are better, but it's a Beretta 92. You can't go wrong with it. Chris says, weird question, but do you think shotguns are the best defense against drones in a war setting? If so, what kind of shells? So, yes, I do think it's the best defense against in a drone situation. What kind of shells? Well, buckshot, but I don't know what brand. Doing says, yo, where you been? Doing, what do you mean? I've been here. Doing hasn't been getting notifications or what? Fog says I can only sleep with yellow noise. It's like white noise, but the difference is listening to your snoring. Oriental music. Yes. God, I haven't fell asleep on stream in so long. Robbie says, what firearm is that between the red HK and High Point? What color is it? Because the red HK is. Oh, that's a fluctuator. That one is my P320 in a fluctuator. Because the High Point's right there. Yeah, fluctuator. Let's see. Where are we? So a 308 same as 300 blackout? No. You're the best because your voice, you could talk about anything like meatloaf and it'd be soothing. Rich guy is back. He says, put it in deep. Kuna update says enjoy. I don't want to say it yet. I haven't put many rounds through it. I Let me put some more rounds through it. I don't have one, but I know someone that does. That's why. I'm not gonna lie. As of right now, I'm not impressed. I'm not. But let me put some more rounds to it, and then I'll let you know. Curtis says buckshot over bird. For a drone? Well, I don't know. I guess it's a drone, you know. If you talk about like military drones, aren't they like way bigger? Like, wouldn't buck not even or bird not even work? I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. I'm not sure. Like, if it's one of those drones that we could buy here for ourselves, yeah, bird. But I was thinking of those like those big ass drones where they look like little one man airplanes. That was such a snore fest. Birdshot would make them mad. Ooh, pretty, says Robbie. Thank you. Thank you. Doing says Wi-Fi been crazy lately with all these storms. Yeah, doing I've been on. I think a couple days ago I wasn't on for like 2 or 3 days straight because I had to get that giant order of shirts out. Uh, but yeah, then I went on like every other day I think. Since then, but this is day 2 in a row. I have time. Rich guy says you can't drive cars, but you can have guns. It's weird, right? You have Cadillac. I do have Cadillac. Java says those dumbbell rounds are devastating. I don't even know what that is. I should look that up. Dumbbell round. Pete talk about meatloaf. Well, meatloaf is very delicious. I don't really like the red sauce they put on top. I don't know what that is. What is that? Spaghetti sauce? I'm not sure. It's just not my cup of tea. But I like meatloaf. It's so tender and juicy. It's good. And it has no recoil. No repercussions on my butthole. It is just fantastic food. Meatloaf. People. Jake says, how do you make meatloaf, Pete? I don't know. Hey, you know that meatloaf, Jake, like the Asians eat that we call meatloaf with the egg on top? Oh, that's so fucking good. Uh, I'm gonna have to get some now. Pete, you could be a sleep therapist. Jay, I love you. Doing says, rich guy said agents can't drive. He don't be knowing my boy Pete drive the shit over that caddy. I'm on my 8th Cadillac, but yeah, I do. Jay, he is usually very nasally tonight. I agree. Today, Jay, he is very nasally. Am I? Maybe I need a drink. Where's my soda? Maybe I'm getting sick. I don't know. Let's see. Sup, Pete? What's up, Austin? Welcome back. Jake says he needs stop smoking cig. Rich guy says you hate number 6. Uh, Doing says ketchup. Oh, is it ketchup? It's ketchup. All right. I haven't had it forever, and I didn't know it was ketchup. That's funny. You have 99 problems. Egg on top. Yeah. Curtis says, I'm talking about the smaller drones that are being used in Russia and Ukraine war that have explosives strapped to them. Oh, well, yeah. Then I don't know. Would Bird take that out? Does it go that high? I don't know. I don't know ballistics on birdshot and how far it travels and would it penetrate whatever's flying. But if there's a bomb underneath a drone and it's just exposed, well, then they're fucked. Jay says, Pete, the perky got me itching like an anthill. Uh-oh. Why are you taking perks? Kidda says, do you have a checkmate? No, I have 2 shadow 2s, but not a checkmate. Yeah, you sound really stuffy. Fuck. I'm sorry. Rich guy says, do you hate me? No. Why do you say that? Kid says, It says, yo, what up from tennis, by the way, my bad. Tennessee, my bad. I fell out. You're good. What's up, brother? Welcome to the great United States of Brazil. Dude says, you don't like the ketchup? That one is, like, heavy on there. So, yeah. Like, sometimes it'll be, like, a shitload of it. It's like, that's too much. No Pricks was a song. Oh, well, yeah, it was a lot of songs. Fox says, I saw a video of someone throwing their rifle at a drone to save their lives. Fuck. I can't believe all this shit. You know, I'm not going to lie. I don't know much about it. I don't watch news. And I should maybe, but I don't. So, yeah. I know probably the least of what's going on over there. Because I don't watch anything on it. Okay. So it is cold as fuck down here, guys. It is fucking freezing. It's in. I don't think the air is on, but yeah, it is cold. Let's see here. Do you have your FFL? Enjoy. I do not. Chef Gun says, "Sup, brother? What's up?" Jake said, "Are you gonna quit smoking?" I have. I probably will. I don't know when. I've quit before. The longest I went is 5 years, and then my friend that died. It was his death anniversary, and I was like, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette with you, and then that kicked it back. Just the one cigarette did. Yeah, I saw that too. You like blended tomatoes? Uh, isn't that ketchup? Do you hunt, Robbie? I don't, and I should. Damn it, Pete! Next payday, You're playing all my favorites. Joblin says he doesn't. Katie says, "Oh, I honestly think the Shadow 2 is more slick and practical. Very nice, Wild Brothers. I don't even know what most of those are." Well, thank you, Cadius. Fox says, "Babushka." Now you look like a pink nightmare. Yeah. Yes. Chef says a man would take you. A man would take you from behind with that blanket you have on. I'm pretty sure they would, but they're in for a rude awakening. Reddit comment forward some real shit. Oh yeah, I don't go on Reddit much. That's why you look like a oh, that's a real word. But what's a babushka? I thought Fog was just saying something. What the hell is that? Jay says, Pete, you look like Juice World. You better start. Jake says, you're addicted. I only social smoke. I am addicted. John says, I watch all the combat videos. Yeah, I've not seen them. If I had time to sit on YouTube and just watch and scroll, I would. I probably would. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I'd be playing video games. I'm in the market for a PS5 again because GTA 6 is coming out. Yes. What rude awakening left allowed? Well, they're going to see a dirty butthole. Fox says, it's grandma, I think. Rich Guy says, I had a blue chew just a minute ago. What does it do? Russian grandma is in Russian, says Fog. Curtis says, dude, you're doing crazy stuff with those little drones. Now I heard shotgun is best option unless you get a drone jamming device. Oh. Ah. Jay says, Pete, let's build bunk beds. Step Brothers. Look at all the room we have. Or what do you say? There's so much more room for activities. Oh man. Mesa says, how's it going? It's going. Tonight is babushka night. And what is a babushka? I don't know. I'm thinking something of the red dot descent. I don't know. Somalian war pirate descent. I don't know. I don't know what it means. Or is it something Russian? Oh, fuck. It sounds Russian. Babushka. Mason says this looks store bought. It is. I bought them off from our store. Mason's grandmother. Yes. Rich guy says it's hard as fuck. Whoa. Jake says, what is it? Fuck. Russian. What is going on? Enjoy says basically the Jones are FPV race drones like the size of a crow. Oh, with an explosive they can drop or kamikaze a whole drone. But yes, a shotgun is best birdshot 100%. Gotcha. Well, I'm learning as we talk about this, guys. Babushka is Russian for grandma. Oh, babushka. I like it. Jay says you look so you look so scary in Hello Kitty. I'm trying to make Hello Kitty more man appealing, so men want to wear it. So I'm glad. Rich guy says, "What the fuck? I'm going crazy. We need shotguns." Mason says, "No, that's a Step Brothers quote." I know. That's why I said it after they built it, left alone. They said that this looks. Oh, did they say? I forgot. I just in that scene, I always remember. We have so much more room for activities. He's like jumping around. Step Brothers is one of the best movies ever. I got my little kids watching Step Brothers. They're like, Dad, you watching it again? I'm like, yeah, play it as background noise. Jay says it's pink. Covered in brown. Mossberg 88 Cruiser Patrol Pump 280. Those are cheap. I need to get one of those. Enjoy says favorite pistol to chain with. Enjoy it. It's whatever pistol I'm using for competition. But yeah, I don't have like a one gun I chain with. I shoot them all. But the ones I compete with get shot the most, followed by my carry guns. So my Glock 47 and my P365, I shoot a lot. So I guess I train with those because you want to be proficient with your carry guns. But I also have to train with other guns that are not my carries for competition. Where are we? Curtis says, did Hello Kitty sponsor this live stream? Hell yeah. I needed my money. Mason says, how do you like that? Hey, do you like guacamole? Is that another quote in that movie? I don't remember. Jake says, but would not the drone explode once it gets hit? I would think so, but better than the sky, right? Mason says, how do you like the metal frame of the RXM? It's bar none. Amazing. I don't make those videos and lie. It's amazing. But is it worth $690? I would say yes because like a grip on a 2011, a good one or a decently good one is $700. So, yeah, I mean it's in the right price realm, but you're putting on a gun that you only paid $400 for, and that's what a lot of people are having problems with. Drop says, "Oh man, I'm going to fall asleep on here. I'm exhausted." Hey, Drop 'em, go to bed, brother. Thank you for staying. I'm serious. Thank you. I appreciate it. Get some sleep. May take more scary if it wasn't pink. Jake says, Hello Kitty ain't sponsored shit. Jake, stop. Stop. Quit being Lao and be the Vietnam. Good night, Pete. Later, JJ. Rich guy, says JJ. Doing says, y'all see the lead singer from Three Doors Down has the cancer. Has the cancer stage 4. Terrible, makes me sad. No, I didn't know that. Very sad. Rich guy says, still no pics. Jason, what's up? Layla says, hi. Hi, Layla. Do you like and subscribe? I know you just got here, but please like and subscribe, people. We are on the way to 10K. And I'm doing that with you guys. Fox says, brother, I need to go. Gang, love you all. Hey, Fog, love you, brother. Thanks for staying. Rich guy says, send me the picture of my belly button. Jay says, what if someone beat on your door right now and you answer the door is in that? I mean, I'm well protected. But yes, I understand. JJ says, Pete, do you have a 10 mil? I don't anymore. I got rid of them. Layla says, sure did. Love the wall. Thank you, Layla. I really greatly appreciate it. Yeah, there's more on the wall, but that you can't see because I don't have a wide screen on my fucking iPhone. But yeah, if you want to see them all, just go to my channel. They're all there. Doing says later, Fog, and drop them. Supervisory, my my brother says, Pete, I'm tempted to do my own blogs like you, but not sure if I want to show everyone my guns. Well, my brother, you don't have to show guns. It's just the guns are literally a talking point and they stop viewers from scrolling away. They're like, ooh, guns, guns, guns. A lot of you guys have stopped because of that. But yeah, I would love to see it. I would love to. We could collab. Rich guy says, do you have a 44 mag? I do. That's my Colt Anaconda. Jay says, Lafayette, you look more intelligent in glasses. Do I look stupid without them? Thank you, Jay. Country Boy says, throwing off slinging slugs. Jake says, have you seen the new discounted Glock list? No. But I've been told a lot of the ones that are. I stopped because of the Fluctuator and I never left. But because you saw a Fluctuator up there, right? So yeah, this the wall is like a stop sign. If you roll through it, then I'm sorry. So Jay says, you look like you about to throw me some wisdom. I got yes. Rabbit says I got an RPG with a Switch. Oh my god, can you imagine that? See, Layla says, so have you shot the Mac 9 DS? Yes. And if so, am off by saying it's really a nice piece for those looking for door in. Or am I wasting my time? I love mine. It really just works. Upgraded a few 100. So Layla, you weren't here, but I was talking about that gun earlier. Did you get the DS comp or just the DS? Regardless, it's a nice gun. The grip is slippery as fuck. That's the only gripe I have with it is the grip. It's slippery. But yeah, it's a great gun. It runs. You don't have to change the internals, people. I mean, if you want it to run faster, yes. But yeah, great gun. And Tony says, bro, are you foreign? I am from the great United States of Brazil. Tell us a story you really tell about yourself, JJ. I have to think about that one, JJ. Yeah, I don't have one. Layla says, but it is all new for me, so we will see after I beat on it. Yeah, run it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that the grip sucks. The grip on the back 90S sucks, people. Uh, I'm so sleepy. Yeah, it's a banger. It runs. Works great. Jay says, take the kitty thing off now. Wake up, says Dodge Charger. I know I'm getting so sleepy. Country Boy says, my poncho keeps me warm. I'm going to go to a sweater. Layla says, oh yeah, new grip. Yeah, or grip tape. I love grip tape. I have grip tape on my Staccato, my Prodigy, my VP9, Glock. I have grip tape everywhere. So yeah, get grip tape. Unless there's one that you want. Like you're like, oh god, I have to have that grip. Let's see. Flame says Glock or Sig. Both. I love them both. Antonio says, are you a foreign? No. Rich guy says zinc is the best. Robbie says, do you have any pets? I don't. Not anymore. Rich guy says, sorry, zinc. Lovely blanket, says Layla. Thank you. It's so cold. I autocorrect, says Rich guy. Dick says, what zinc do? I don't know. Rich guy says zincs. Jay says he's from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Rabbit says, I built everything I own in a gun. I'm a gunsmith trying to be a household name. Well, Rabbit, that is awesome. Congratulations. Can you build me a 2011 and then I can review it? He's from Brazil. Antonio says, why you skip me? Say it, motherfucker. Damn. I didn't skip you, did I? You said, are you a foreign? And I said, no. What is Antonio talking about? Hello from Pakistan says, Hajuhat, Habib. Rich guy says, Zinks. Eek. Yeah. I'll check out your YouTube channel, says Layla. See you again. Good night. Well, thank you, Layla, for subscribing. Yes, please check it out. Let me know what you think. Comment. 7.5 inch 308 RERP is Gangster Jake. And Tony says, nah. Nah, what? That? Are you a foreign? I'm Oriental from the Vietnam that lives in the great United States of Brazil. Yes. So I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I gotta go to bed. I'm sleepy as shit. I'm gonna get some sleep and I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe, you know what? I was thinking about doing a stream in the morning. What do you guys think about that? I think I might. Jay says, Pete, you a gangster? If I was a gangster, which I am, I'm OG. Like triple OG. But I'm a nerd at heart. Not gonna lie. I am a big nerd. Skip me again. See you at home. What? No, don't sleep yet. I'm not going to sleep, but I have things to do. Yeah, I do have a lot of things to do. What time is it? Yeah. It is cold as fuck, you know. Let's see. Better listen to Jay, says Antonio. RV OG says, I'm OG. He is. RV OG is OG. Isaiah says, what kind of guns of them behind you? And he says, hi Isaiah. What do you mean, what kind of guns? They're real guns, if that's what you're asking. Says Ryan says, good night, brother, with sweet dreams. Thank you. Fast says, hey, I'm back. Don't do things yet. More wigs. I'll have a new one tomorrow. It's actually very close to me right now. I'm gonna put it on tomorrow. But yeah, I gotta get stuff done. But we did good, people. We got 21 new subscribers, and we are on the way to 10K. We're at 9226. Tomorrow, can we get to 930? I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that you guys are awesome. As I said, what kind of guns do you have behind you? What kind of guns are they? They are all 9mm of all different sorts of companies. Okay, good night, says RV. Country says, more wigs? What the hell? Yes. So if you guys are new in here, I have a wig that I wear, and I call myself Pete Dirt. And I have more now. I gotta read these. I got a Smith & Wesson 9 Shield Plus Glock 19. Just had my collection this year. Can't wait to be like you. That's a lot. Oh, the Stava Z-Pap. Nice. Hey, congratulations, brother. Like and subscribe. And yeah, come to the channel whenever, or watch the content, whatever the case. Like and subscribe, please. Marvin says, double tap, 21 new target. I'm your favorite subscriber, I think. Of course you are, Jay. You talk about my voice. Peace out, says Robbie. Later, the Vietnam brother. Gang. I will see you guys tomorrow. So yeah, if you haven't already joined Discord, join Discord. Usually, three are going there and post like a at to everyone that I'm going on live. Whereas YouTube doesn't notify everyone. I don't know why they don't notify everybody, but it's kind of messed up. What is your favorite style of competition? Pistol, Van Scott says. I don't. I run everything. I've been running the 2011s. I love running my Shadow systems, DR920P and my Shadow 2. So I guess I run everything from, striker fired and hammer fired. Yeah, both. So I don't have a problem with either one. See, I win. Love you, Pete. Love you, Jay. Country Boy says, have a blessed night. You too. Would you make an HG Arms build Glock in the future? Give me a few days. We'll talk. You'll see. Did you like to subscribe so you can see? We'll see. HG Arms. Okay. It's on the desk. It's gonna be ready to go any day now. And it's not really a build. It's just having accessories from them on the gun. Badass though. All right, gang, guys. I gotta go before you guys talk some more. Love you. Bye bye.